The phone lines is open tonight because I'm live. So if you want to call in and talk about or get your comment about what I want to talk about, you feel free. 504-595-7519 is the call in line number. 504-595-7519. Now we talking about P. Diddy. P. Diddy is getting to it. And this story that I'm about to discuss, it don't shock me, it don't surprise me, but it's wild. P. Diddy sued by his ex-girlfriend Cassie, alleged rape, abuse, and human trafficking. Now, Diddy has been accused of raping a plethora of other crimes by his ex-girlfriend Cassie in a bombshell lawsuit that details the disturbing claims. The singer named the bad boy honcho in the federal suit she filed Thursday in New York, in which she makes a number of allegations against Diddy, including claims of human trafficking and a shocking claim that he broke into her home in 2018 and forced sex on her. Now, the alleged rape, Cassie says, came toward the end of their relationship in 2018 when she decided to leave Diddy for good. Now, in her suit, she says they went to dinner one night that year, which Cassie thought would be a discussion on how they could each move on. Afterwards, she claims they went to her place, but claims Diddy forced himself into her apartment. Despite Cassie's protests, Cassie claims Diddy then forcibly kissed her and began ripping off her clothes. At one point, she alleged he raped her, all while she said no. Now, in the aftermath of this alleged incident, Cassie says she tried separating herself completely from Diddy, moving away. She said she was under a lot of stress. Now, she said this included years of what claims were physical and emotional abuse at the hands of Diddy. She said he beat her, stomped her regularly. Now, they started in 2005 is when they got together, right? And she basically saying that he would make her do drugs, alcohol, and make her carry guns whenever they went out of her purse. Wow. Now, this is the top of it. She said that P. Diddy made her have sex with several male prostitutes. Did you hear this? He made her have sex with several male prostitutes over years. Wow. Now, we've heard a lot of shit about P. Diddy. We know he liked to throw nice big old parties. And over the years, people have said a lot of strange shit goes on at these parties. Now, I wouldn't be surprised, and I kind of believe a lot of the shit that I hear. Because you can look at some of these old videos, like one video, for instance, where Fabulous was at some type of event, and P. Diddy was there. And P. Diddy said some stuff to Fabulous that made Fabulous feel real uncomfortable, right? And you looking at the video, and everybody in the room, when P. Diddy said what he said that made Fabulous feel uncomfortable, they was looking at P. Diddy like, what the fuck did he just say? So it was like some strange stuff going on. Now, she said while she would be having sex with these men prostitutes, he would be playing with himself watching it. So this means he got turned on by watching other men fuck her. Now, let me show you something. I'm not watching no other man fuck my woman. For what? That's for people that's in the community that like that type of lifestyle. That's not for me. So why would I be watching another man stroke my woman? It don't make no sense. Now, that's the first sign and red flag. Now, on the other claim that she said that Diddy was going to blow up Kid Cudi's car while he was at home. She saying because he found out that she was fucking Kid Cudi, Diddy was gonna blow the man car. Right? Now, in fact, the car did blow up. It did blow up, she said. And she's saying that Diddy orchestrated that. But he threatened her if she ever said something. Now look, when you got money, you got a lot of power. Well, when you start to get beside yourself, that power can get stripped. You can get caught doing the sick, vindictive, evil shit that you've been getting away with. This sounds like a man that's evil if this stuff is true. That's wicked. That ain't gonna make you think back to Biggie Smalls' death and all the alleged allegations that they were saying when he got killed, saying P. Diddy was behind it. I mean, I get the aura from when P. Diddy speaks sometime that he might be a little wicked. I don't have no proof, but I'm just going off of my first mind. And I stand on that. You know. But when you got money, a lot of times people do shit and people don't look at them for who they really is because they just focus on the money. And this person could be the devil. The straight devil. Now check this out. Now that right after this lawsuit was just filed a few days ago, right? How about they done settled out? How about it? Now, P. Diddy and Cassie settled lawsuit accusing music mogul of rape and abuse, decided to resolve this matter amicably. Now, they reached a settlement one day after the singer filed this lawsuit, right? Accusing him of rape, sex trafficking, domestic violence, and more. I'm going to tell you something. If she took that money, then I believe all that stuff happened. But she did it because she knew that she was going to be having money and be financially taken care of. If a woman really got raped and then let it go down, ain't no woman settling out. That's too dramatic for a woman to go through for to sell it out for money. You know? But sometimes you can be in a financial bind and then you might settle it out for that. I do believe that can be happening. But if she really got raped and really was made to do all those things, she should have came out back then. But who am I to say that? Because you don't know what kind of pressure that this woman was put under. We don't know how she could have feared for her life. We don't know. We just see people on videos. We just see people looking like they're having the time of their life. We don't really know that it might could be a dark underworld. That something else can really be going on. Now on Friday, Diddy, 54 years old, and the Me and You singer Cassie, 37, announced they resolved the lawsuit to their mutual satisfaction. They added that there will be no further details about the terms of agreement released publicly. Now, Cone said, we have decided that I wish Cassie and her family all the best loves. And just so we're clear, a decision to settle the lawsuit is in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Now, I'm going to tell you something too. For a nigga to settle out and give away a lot of money to make something go away like this, that says signs of he did it. Come on now. I'm not giving up no money to no woman if I didn't do all this shit that she said. Nobody's giving away free money. And guess what? He didn't give her no thousands. He gave her a few M's. A few millions. Yes. Because he knew, I feel, this is what I feel, and I have no proof. I feel like P. Diddy knew that if this stuff came out and he really got found guilty of this, that it could have ruined him. I mean, ruined him for the rest of his life. It could probably strip him for everything that he been working so hard for. Because when people find out that you're a sick individual and you supposed to be sitting back, living life, being peaceful, not on no negative shit, you around here making women have sex with people. I mean, the type of stuff he was doing is sick. It wasn't no, I don't even want to say that word. I'm going to leave that alone. It was sick. It was a sick situation. I'm going to go to break. When I come back from break, if you want to come in live on the show, talk about this stuff with P. Diddy, call in 504-595-7519. Be back in a minute.
So fly, working her hips, rocking her body. Them other girls lame, she can get naughty. Work it, girl. Twerk it, girl. Stop flirting, girl. Why you do it on purpose, girl? All up in the club, the paparazzi, valet, please for the Maserati. VIP is where she be, but you can never take her to the embassy suites. Pop that thing. Drop that thing. Pop that thing. Drop that thing. Pop that thing. Drop that thing. Rock your hair. Now take a dip. Tight mini skirt with the 7-inch heels. Got her own car with a house in the hill. She don't need a man cause she pay her own bills. But she'll get loose if you got that kill. She love a real dude with a nice attitude. Who gon' give it to her strong with a long attitude. She love the way I drop that top. And spin around the block, she'll drop and pop. I'm all in a dream. She see me every night. Especially when her and a man had a fight. Her and a couple lover. My down to earth brother. I'm one of a kind. She'll never find another. I told her to pop.
Welcome back. Now, back to P. Diddy is what I've been talking about. This breaking news about P. Diddy settling this lawsuit with all these accusations about him being the devil. He just gonna give away all this money? Come on now, stop. Let's be real. Let's use our heads. Let's not be slow. Let's not act like we don't see what's going on. Now, Cassie and Combs met in 2005. She was 19. He was 37, right? He signed her the bad boy, and then they started dating. Now, she claimed this was a decade-long cycle of abuse and violence and sex trafficking. And after years in silence, she said she was just, ready to speak up. Now, with the expiration of New York Adult Survivors Act fast approaching, it became clear that it was an opportunity to speak out about the trauma that I've experienced and that I will be recovering from the rest of my life. Okay, I see that. See, it was going to be a time limit on if she would have been able to file that charge. And so she had to go head on and do it. She probably, she didn't want to do it because if she really did, she'd have did it years ago. But it was something that she knew was run down, it was done wrong to her. And I'm going to tell you something what I really think about this. I think that she was a woman with really no talent and just could sing a little bit. P. Diddy discovered her. He liked her. He wanted to have sexual relations and make her his. So that's what he did. But if she was just super, super, super talented, she would have had more than one hit. All we know her from is one hit song. And then she just disappeared and faded off the map. Which a lot of singers have. But the greats who really got real talent, they don't just disappear like that. But when he couldn't have her the way he wanted to have her, that's when the shit went south and it went sour. And it's strange how she just, disappeared. But she said that P. Diddy was controlling her life. And the management companies that he had, everything was through him. They were just running her. Now, she said he used to beat her severely. And then hide at hotels until her bruises heal. Do you hear this? She said that Puff Daddy beat her and hid her in hotel rooms for days at a time to let her bruises heal. Who gonna make this stuff up? Who gonna make this stuff up? She said the sex encounters that he used to make her have, he called them freak-offs or FOs. This is crazy. And when they would have the parties, he would make her do ecstasy, cocaine, and weed and alcohol. Now, weed ain't no drug. But all that other shit, this man was trying to turn her out. He was trying to make her into a junkie. Ruin her life. Now, she denies the offense. Puff Daddy denies the offensive and outrageous allegation. And he's saying the demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail. Despite withdrawing her initial threat, Miss Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies. Okay, if she was going after $30 million, how much y'all think he give her? How much you think he gave her to shut her up? I'ma say at least half of that. He gave her at least 15 to 20 mil to shed her trap. Yeah. Now we got to be looking out in the future that nothing doesn't happen to this lady. Nothing mysteriously strange just don't happen, But P. Diddy I don't think he that crazy. I think he might be freaky as hell, but not that crazy. If something happened to this lady, they would be looking for him high and low. Anyway, next topic. Hulk Hogan's son arrested for DUI. Same city that he had a 2007 crash in. I'm trying to figure out why all these rich people, stars, kids, think they special. Out here killing folks, tearing up folks' shit. Anyway, Hulk Hogan's son, Nick Hogan, found himself in a jail cell early this weekend because he got arrested for DUI. And the location is notable. According to the online records, Nick got busted Saturday morning just before 4 a.m. in Clearwater, Florida. They booked the man for DUI. And he refused to take a test. Now, they logging this as a misdemeanor. Then the man took a picture, right? A mug shot. He doing muscles when they was locking him up. Now, DUI is a serious charge, man. When you out here drinking and driving, like tonight, Saturday night, you niggas out here tearing up shit. Hitting telephone poles, running into the back of people because you done had 8 or 9 shots. Stop. People want to live. We want to live. And it's just crazy when you see people, acting like they don't nobody else want to survive out here. Driving like a bat out of hell. And it always, 9 times out of 10, it be somebody that don't got car insurance. Yeah. Either they don't got car insurance and they broke, or either they rich and privileged. It's one of the two. Like, early tonight, I met these 3 guys and they was talking, right? Not to get off the topic of the show, but it's still dealing with DUI. And Saturday night is the night that y'all like to break out of the zoo like y'all some animals out there in the world. If you're going to enjoy yourself, do it safely. Don't take other people's life in the midst of it. That's all I'm saying. Now, this ain't the first time that this fool been caught. He was 17 years old when he pleaded to a no contest to reckless driving involving serious bodily injury. He went on to serve an 8-month sentence. Now, the man almost killed somebody doing that one there. You think he stopped? Hell no. Next topic. Holly. Y'all remember Holly Madison? Yeah, the one that was with Hugh Hefner. He was one of Hugh Hefner's favorite girls at the Playboy Bunny Ranch. She is saying that she didn't publicly mourn Hugh Hefner's death because it was a toxic relationship. Come on, why y'all acting like that? This old fart really was in a relationship with this young, beautiful lady. She was getting the money. Getting the money. Come on now, let's just be real. When you old like that, you ain't got nothing but a lot of money to keep a young girl around. And he had one of the, biggest companies ever. Playboy magazine. The magazine that every man that been born on this earth then play with theyself looking at. Then bust good nuts at on this magazine. Or in the era one. If you're a man and you grew up during the Playboy era, you play with yourself to this magazine. Now, she said, I'd already come out talking about what a toxic relationship this was for me. But why am I supposed to post a memorial on my Instagram? The down rabbit hole author said of Hefner, who died in 2017. She wrote a book called The Down of the Rabbit Hole. Now, Holly Madison is taking a look back at her decision not to speak out about Hugh Hefner's death. In an interview with People, the 44-year-old former reality star explained why she remained silent about Hugh Hefner's 2017 passing, and she doubled down on it. She's like, everybody expected me to have a big old reaction, but it felt weird. I didn't have any emotional attachment to him anymore anyway. She never had it. It was a money attachment. The attachment to Hugh Hefner was, look, you are old, dirty white man that I know like young pussy. I'm going to put this pussy on you, you give me this money, and you take me where I need to go in this industry. That was all what was going on. She was faking it until she was able to be baking it. And once she was able to bake her cake, and it came out with good icing, and it was fluffy, it wasn't spongy, it wasn't dry, she moved on. It was time to go to the next phase of life. The internet don't understand it though. See what I'm saying? Now, and she probably played the role so good to where people actually thought that she really liked him or cared about him. But come on, anybody in their right mind know a man that's 80-something years old. Ain't no young girl 20 having no real feelings for him. Now, the Girl Next Door alum dated Hefner for 7 years, from 2001 to 2008. She has been very outspoken about her time living in the Playboy Mansion, sharing her experience for the first time in the 2016 book. Now, this is how she basically feels. She really don't want people to know that she was in it for the money. But we know she was in it for the money. I mean, come on now. If you trying to win in life, you got to make those type of moves. She did nothing wrong. She ain't the first young blonde, 18, 19, 20 years old, to take advantage of her situation. It's called elevating in life. She did what she was supposed to do. Okay? Now this is gonna really fuck y'all up. I don't believe this. Snoop Dogg talking about that he giving up smoking. You believe that?
You what?
Do you believe he giving up smoking weed? Snoop Doggy Dogg saying he giving up smoking weed.
You what?
He said, I'm giving up the smoke era. Whew, I really don't believe this. Only way I believe Snoop Dogg is through smoking weed as if he got a health problem dealing with his lungs. Nigga, you ain't fooling nobody. You smoke too much. Look, weed tastes so good. I smoke. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm not smoking unless the doctors tell me my lungs gonna fail. Other than that, I can't. It don't make no sense. It grows from the ground. It is a herb that was meant for us. Now, the dog father shocked his Instagram followers on Thursday with a public service announcement. After much consideration and conversation with my family, I'm through smoking. I'm through. He said, please respect my privacy at this time. It gotta be something like that. That's what it is, man. Snoop ain't telling nobody. It gotta be something with his health. Cause other than that, ain't no way he gonna stop. He just had an interview years ago and people was asking him could he stop and he said he could. Now all of a sudden you gonna stop. But we just gonna set some prayers out to Snoop. I just don't believe later on he'll come out with it and say something about it, but right now, he's probably fucking with him. He up in age, been doing good health-wise all his life, and now the doctor probably done told him some crazy news. But I ain't through with you, Diddy. Aubrey O'Day says she ain't down with the way the justice system worked in the Diddy Casey lawsuit settlement. And she said she gonna let everybody know. Now the singer who was signed to Diddy's label Bad Boy in 2000s weighed in on Instagram about Friday's stunning settlement after Cassie sued Diddy in federal court one day earlier, claiming he had raped her and engaged in human trafficking over the years. O'Day wrote, "Money, accountability, every time. Welcome to another chapter of this system and well placed." Now she is saying the system didn't work because Diddy likely shelled out big bucks to put the suit to bed. Exactly what I just said. He spent a lot of money to make this shit go away. Now, the police in New York not even looking for him. They didn't put out a statement to NYPD saying that no charges will be filed. Now, we already know what's going on. They greasing palms. They are paying people. They are spending money. People are getting, a mirror here, a mirror there to look the other way and say, look, we leave it alone. Come on now. Now, if the Cassie filed a the bombshell lawsuit, O'Day took to Instagram to give Diddy a shot. Been trying to tell y'all for years. That's what she said. Whoa. She said, I've been trying to tell y'all for years. Now, in the past, she gave several interviews O'Day, which she alleged Diddy made unwanted sexual advances, which she would always rebuff, and he was involved in shady business practices. Now, let me show you something. They got a picture of Aubrey and Cassie in 2006 when they was on the same label. The reason why he couldn't, I'm going to tell you the reason why he wouldn't attempt this with Aubrey. Let's just be real, O'Day. She's a white lady. Nigga, if you black and you try to do what you been doing to them black girls to that white lady, P. didn't know that he would be shackled and chained.
What are you doing? What are you doing? No, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You lost your mother fucking mind, nigga. He knew not to do that to a white lady. P. Diddy ain't crazy. That's what they would have said. What are you doing, nigga? Look, this is the limit. Don't touch ours. You can only touch yours. Now, she accused Diddy of offering the publishing rights back to her group, Danity Kane, with an NDA attached, which she found annoying and never signed. It wasn't clear what ultimately happened with the deal. Now, P. Diddy did an interview a couple of months ago on the Breakfast Club talking about he was giving all the old artists their rights back to their music so they can get all the royalties that come. Because when you sign to a record label and your contract is over, they still have rights to your music for a certain amount of years. And they really can have it for life. But I think it's like 10 years, 15 years, something like that. And a lot of rappers don't know that. And musicians, you can go back to court and win your stuff back. But most people just let it go. And these companies just continue to get royalties for decades and decades and decades. Hey, man. In this entertainment industry, it is some strange, wicked stuff goes on. It's kind of like the real world when people with money. It's like politics. It's like politics. It's the same shit. Suits and ties and slick money being passed around. We're going to go to break. And we're going to be back in a minute.
Pop that thing, drop that thing, pop that thing, drop that thing, pop that thing, drop that thing, rock that thing. It's all in her hips and the way she move. All in her soul and the way she grew. She all on her toes with a face full of dudes. With a teacher uniform like she just left school. Mom ain't so fine, make you wine and dine. Get out on the grind, make you hustle and shine. See, I'm the type of dude that like to cop them things. And she the type of girl that like to pop that thing. So gon' drop that thing. Pop that thing. And don't you never stop that thing. Until you end up on top of the game. Pop that thing. Drop that thing. Pop that thing. Drop that thing. Pop that thing. Drop that thing. Rock your hips now take a dip. Pop that thing. Drop that thing. Pop that thing. Drop that thing. Pop that thing. Drop that thing. Rock your hips now take a dip.
Welcome back, goddammit. This is Saturday night and this is a bonus episode because I just had to break this story about P. Diddy. This shit happened so fast and got settled so fast. I ain't never seen a lawsuit get settled in 48 hours in my motherfucking life. Somebody must have told him, nigga, you better act right now. Give her that money. Give her that money or you is through. He got a phone call. I'm telling you, from high up. That nigga shut that shit down fast. I give him credit. He dodged the bullet. Now, if some other people start coming out, he gonna be fucked up. In the NBA, the other day, the Golden State Warriors played the Minnesota Timberwolves. And during that game, Draymond Green, that's the black dude that always be acting a fool. He the enforcer for the Golden State Warriors. He the one that punched Jordan Poole last season. Yeah, look it up. Google it if you don't know what I'm talking about. Golden State Warriors player punches teammate in locker room. You'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, the other day, Klay Thompson of the Golden State Warriors was playing and got choked, where it seemed like he was about to get choked by Rudy Gay, a 7-foot dude for the opposite team. Soon as that man put his arm or neck semi around Klay Thompson, Draymond Green jumped in, defended his teammate, and choked the big old player. They only suspended Draymond Green. But why? Because Draymond Green, I'm going to keep it real. He done had some games where he up in the air and a player next to him and he coming down about to hit the ground and he'll stick another feet out like he don't know what he doing and kick a player in the dick in the ball. He a little slick, dirty player sometimes, but he good. So he has a reputation of slick doing dirty shit that they automatically, as soon as he do anything, they gonna do something to him. Now, Shaquille O'Neal defends Draymond Green. He said, I would have choked Rudy Gobert too. Now, look, back in the day, when Jordan and them played and shit, all that soft shit that they be doing now in the NBA and getting away with. See, like how some of the players be, it look like they be throwing the games. They are throwing the games. None of these gambling apps are out all over the world. These players that are not making that much money and the ones that's making money are able to pass money to their friends in different states and throw games. That's why you see nights a player might shoot 20 shots and hit 3 or don't even shoot the ball. They so bold, it be so noticeable on some of these games. These niggas don't even take enough shots. You be like, what is he doing? Nigga won't even shoot the ball. Gonna make sure that they go under their shooting average. And that's what they doing. You see what I'm saying? Them are some of the players that need to be punched. Fucking up our team, making us lose and win because you trying to win a bet tonight. Like Anthony Davis of the Lakers. If you watch Anthony Davis or the Lakers, listeners, you would quickly see that this man is throwing games. Watch him 5 straight games consecutively and watch what he do. One game he gonna come to play, he gonna shoot, he gonna rebound, he gonna block, he gonna look like a superstar. The next game, the nigga gonna get 3 rebounds. 7 foot tall center. 3 rebounds. 8 points. And then the game gonna be going on. It's gonna look like he ain't even in the game. That's how much that this dude throws the games. And it's so obvious. And all the commentators say the next day and the next morning after the game is, oh, they should just trade him. Yeah, they should trade him. But they should look into him. This nigga is throwing games. When you a 7-foot player, even if you have a bad shooting night, a bunch of nights, you should always have rebounds. The dude will stand out at the 3-point line with his hands on his knees like he a point guard. It's too obvious. Now, Dana Carvey, y'all know who he is? He legendary actor. His eldest son died of an accidental overdose. This fentanyl shit, and it's out here. All the big time stars are starting to get took out, just like the broke people in the neighborhood that we don't know. There's so many no-name people dying of overdose every day that you'll never hear about, never read about, that the world ain't gonna even talk about. This just somebody that's famous. But Dana Carvey says Dex Carvey died of an accidental overdose. He and his wife Paula just posted a note remembering their son's talent and passion for life. We will miss him forever. Now they add to anyone struggling with addiction who loves someone struggling with addiction. You are in our hearts and prayers. Addiction is a motherfucker. Addiction is something, especially when it's somebody you love, like they said. I grew up around family members that were on drugs, and I got to see it firsthand how it affects people. It affects your kids. It affects your mother. It affects your job. It affects your life. Addiction affects everything that you would ever try to do. If you don't remove that addiction from your life has no substance. So everybody out there that has a drug problem, go to the rehab, get yourself together. Take your life back. If you know somebody that's on there, go tell them. Take your life back. Stop doing that shit. That shit is gonna ruin you. You will never be nothing, and you will never be able to see the light as long as you're doing this shit. And most importantly, you might get your dough kicked in. Because you gonna let people, I done seen people addicted to drugs, let the person selling them the drugs hustle out their house. Turn their house into the neighborhood corner store. You know?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I care. I care because I hate to see everybody destroying themselves. You just listen to another episode of Legend of Motherfucking Coming. And I talked about P. Diddy. P. Diddy dropped off the money and made this lawsuit go away. We talked about different things in Hollywood. How people OD. How people wild out. How people sell their soul for a bankroll. Until the next time. Until the next episode. Do something with yourself. Do something with your life. You just might be somebody one day, nigga.